It's all on the line now for both of these women. One of them can keep Slovakia in it. The other one can clinch glory and sporting immortality for Italy. Controlled tennis. And what we know about this young woman is she will not panic, will she, Rebecca Sramkova? In fact, you get the impression she rather enjoys these pressure situations.
Yeah, I think she was really looking forward to this match today. She's only ever played one top 10 player in the world before. That was in that run at Rome where she lost to Ostapenko, but it was 7-6 in that final set, and she just oozes confidence.
Yeah, she served for it as well in that match. And with all players, when you have the almost but not quite moments, they leave a little bit of a scar, don't they?
They do, and they can motivate you just to keep pushing and have another go at it, which is what she's got here today.
Service holds go. That's pretty impressive from Jasmine Paolini. Straight down to business. Italian sleeves rolled up and off and running.
Well, definitely, and it's good when you want to keep that momentum going for your team. Paolini starting serving well, but one thing she's also done really well is returned well and been so aggressive. We can see the difference in the second serve return hit points from Sramkova compared to Paolini. So far inside that baseline, returning so many, and it just takes so much time away and puts pressure on the shoulder of the server, not just in the second serve, but in the first as well.
Well, we spoke about their head-to-head. Their one and only meeting on a hard court was 7 years ago in the Australian Open. It went the way of Sramkova in straight sets. All the others have been on clay. And the majority of them have gone the way of the Slovakian. But not their last two, which are more recent. More on that in a second. The most recent actually was in Makarska, the 125 event there on the clay. Paolini winning at 6-3, 6-4. But also at the French Open in 2019, 7-5, 6-love. I just wonder, Mel, how important Sara Errani's been for Team Italy with her experience of winning this event in 2013, and Janette Husarova as well on Team Slovakia, who was part of the team that won it in 2002.
Yeah, I think it can really help to have that experience on the side and just to talk about the emotions as well and how exciting it is.
And how to deal with them. Fabulous change of direction. That's where she's so brave.
Because she picks the right moments and very smooth with the swing there.
And she's hoping it's going to be another busy afternoon from Shakova. where she and Mihalikova get a chance to have their say in the doubles. They need Sramkova to deliver if that is to happen.
What a first service game from Sramkova.
Yes.
That sends a statement to Paolini, who would have liked to have stamped some authority early on in this match.
Both of these women have got plenty of weapons at their disposal today, haven't they?
Well, they have, and that's where it's so interesting. Again, tactically and the execution of those tactics, who can get it on more positively.
What would you say is the key battle today?
It's controlling. Both players want to be the ones dictating the way that the points are played. Both are quite smart with at what point they're aggressive as well. So a lot of it will come on feel of what actually happens in this match. For both players, they look to use good quality striking, but good depth on the ball for Sramkova. We saw against Katie Bolter how she adjusted within the match of the forehand of Bolter, rolling that shorter angle, but that's something usually Paolini gets up quite quickly too.
Yes, we felt there was a change in that match with Bolter yesterday when she started to take a little bit of pace off the forehand. Yeah,
and that's where it's just so interesting. And for Paolini, she's become a much more aggressive player, but she can also hold it with Sramkova when she hits those heavy topspin forehands, because that is what she used to do quite a lot herself. So does she go with the new model Paolini?
Beautifully struck.
Dealt really nicely with the change of rhythm. The backhand slice of Sramkova. Just trying to give a different feel on the ball, different timing. Paolini having the answer.
Depth from Sramkova.
Yeah, and it's very fatiguing athletically. If Paolini's looking to be more aggressive, if Sramkova's able to keep this heavy topspin with that depth so close to the baseline, you're using up so much energy, especially for the height of Paolini, to have to drive up and attack and flatten out from there.
Just to put her opponent back in her place there with that serve.
You've seen that out wide serve working so well for players. They've really been stepping up, hitting it with nice cut halfway up the side of that box. That's one really to practice.
pressure. But nothing doing for Sramkova there.
Yeah, that gave Irani the golden slam over the career.
Find your seats quickly, please.
And Irani has given Paolini the gift of joy again in doubles, which she was lacking a little bit 2 or 3 years ago. Really slow-paced serve, which totally deceived Paolini.
Well, this is where the tactics have really been spoken about. And knows that Paolini is really going to step in, so she's trying to get it up high out that contact point where the ball can have that appearance of flying off the strings.
There's the injection of pace.
It's a turnaround within the point, isn't it? Because that was such an effective serve. The kick wide, it really drew Paolini off the court. You thought that Sramkova was up within the point, but she's able to recover with great, fantastic footwork across the court.
As well on the court, isn't she, Sramkova?
Yes.
Doesn't give you anything to feed off emotionally. She's made it.
Well, that shocked many. Just wonderful work on the ball to find the angles, find the height around. On the move.
All over that. And how far up the court was she when she made that return?
It's something that I've been keeping an eye on Rani throughout the course of this tournament, and she's been saying to the players, both Paolini and Bronzetti in the match the other day, of just going forward to those returns, really getting the ball on the way up, and with that, taking it early and the time it takes to hit the ball, it's damaging.
It's getting a bit sticky. That was a bit wild, uncharacteristically so.
flat for serve.
Didn't quite make the journey.
It's the difference of where she's trying to flatten out. You see the swing and she's trying to attack it just above the net tape, but a little bit deeper positioned in the court. Has to accept it, move forwards.
The Italian team might want to roll that net up and take it home with them because it's been awfully generous, that little portion there. Yet again, it serves them well.
The quality of Paolini at the moment as well, though. She's working hard. She's breathing deep out there. You can see Arani now in the coaching box. Always changes that position, even at this team event.
To an awkward height made it a bit more difficult.
It's the ability with the Sramkova wrist on her serve to be able to produce different spins, different shapes.
Oh no! She'd worked that opportunity brilliantly, line to line, backhand then forehand, and then the court was open. It didn't have to be quite that good.
No, it didn't. She'd won the battle of the court positioning, getting both feet well inside that baseline. A lot of self-talk going on, a lot of support from the side of the court.
Glimpse of something blossoming for Paolini there, which was snuffed out by the resistance of Sramkova. And it's hard to believe, Mel, isn't it, when we talk about Jasmine Paolini. She started the year at 29 in the world, a run to the round of 16 at the Australian Open kick-started this spectacular year for her. First WTA 1000 title as well, first Grand Slam finals. I mean, this would be the cherry on the icing on the cake, wouldn't it, if she can get her hands on that?
Oh, definitely.
I wonder what she'd have said to you at the start of the year if you'd said, Jasmine, all of these things are going to happen to you in the course of the next 11 months. How do you feel?
I think with her personality, she would have just laughed at you.
She would.
She would have been hoping for it, of course, but it's just been so consistent. There's definitely a little bit of tightness out here. It's been consistent, but on all different surfaces as well. That's what's been most impressive with Paolini, the fact that she made that French Open final and then quickly bounced back for Wimbledon, not only on a different surface, but also being in the limelight, the energy that that takes out of you, more interviews.
Exquisite.
She's just such a loose player out on court, isn't she? It's like her muscles just melt, Sramkova. The fact that she can go from good attacking tennis into such a soft drop shot.
the things that Jasmine Paolini's been talking about in the last month or so is how the mind is so important in this sport. We know that. But she says the shift for her has taken place because she walks onto the court believing that she can win every match she plays. The same is possibly true of her opponent.
I believe so. You see the look on her face. She isn't coming out here as the second best player in her mind. She's seeing the ranking as a target, but she has full belief in her ability.
First serve.
I thought it was an elegant way that Paolini put it when she said she is confident every time she steps on the court, because she said it's a little bit more complicated in tennis, I think, if you're not. Save is money in the confidence bank.
Yeah, and I think Paolini means by that so many players have done it, where you say you're going to go on and try, but that belief isn't inside, and you're almost quite defeated before you go on the court.
She's happy to take on that Italian forehand, but you need to be careful.
Yeah, she tried to use the change-up, didn't she? She took some of the pace out and hit a little shorter in the box, but Paolini's eyes were very aware. She was quick to then take advantage of it.
Nice variety from Jasmine Paolini.
Please keep your voices down. Thank you.
Felt like a slightly angry, frustrated serve at being kept waiting. Yeah, Paolini made the most of that.
It was just rolled a little too slow, that second serve. She was looking to go body and get it jumping up, but Paolini's got that timing with it now. She might want to just accelerate that racket head up a little more.
A little bit at the moment. Sramkova having a chat with herself about where the first 2 points of this game have gone astray.
Well, that one is exactly where she wants it, shorter in the court with an opening, so very frustrated to have missed it.
Such a clever point.
She second-guessed herself moving forwards. It was unconventional with the drive volley from a low position.
Playing it short was genius.
Yeah, it was. Sometimes you just have to improvise and find a way. It's a great feel of the hand.
Jasmine Paolini into the midcourt on that forehand, because the point won't last long after that.
Well, definitely not, and it's something we spoke about in those first couple of games, the depth that Sramkova has to continue to get.
Team Italy on their feet. And Italian flags are flying high here right now because their team are doing the same. Penny for her thoughts right now, Mel. To just quell those rising excitement levels.
Definitely, you have to have such a good game face. Her own intensity here, Paolini, something she really felt against Swiatek, just the level start to finish and Swiatek raising it.
Ball would have gone through the roof. The turnaround here, a switch in momentum, quite a big one, you feel. At the moment, Sramkova just cannot live with Paolini as she gallops towards the finish line in set one.
She's trying to counter the good play of her opponent by being aggressive, but then there's quick mistakes, so the points feel like they're coming and going quite quickly at the moment.
Only 30 minutes on the match clock. Through 7 games, they're not hanging around. Yeah, she saw her coming and made sure she couldn't make anything of it.
Yeah, that's where it's having really good eyes in terms of looking and having that vision down the other end of the court. She could see Paolini was coming forward, so rather than playing with shape, kept it just above the net tape, dipping down. It's so difficult to try and dig that volley out.
It was dangerous approaching cross court. So it proved to be. That's a battle at the moment that's definitely being won by Italy. Sublime. Casual brilliance and a little smile from Paolini after that. Sramkova can't believe it. But it takes her to the very brink in set one.
Really just forgetting to switch the racket, tension.
Well, the dream scenario from her perspective is to get the break here and serve first at the start of the second set. That's her plan A.
Let first serve.
aggressive again with the second serve return.
Sramkova's just being a little bit predictable with that second serve now. It's just rolling up into the centre of the box, and Paolini skipping around, pouncing.
Was that angle?
It just starts to feel like magic off the racket.
She's playing tennis with Harry Potter's wand at the moment. Sramkova had enough of that.
She's going to have to take some risks and be a bit more positive out here and hope that it keeps making the mark like that.
Yeah, I'm not surprised to see that reaction. It hasn't been her set, really. Paolini's been in her face on return throughout. One more set for glory for Italy. That's all they need. Jasmine Paolini on the march against Rebecca Sramkova.
Servicio Italia.
The early stages of the second set is just to try and control the adrenaline she must be feeling right now.
I rather think she's running with it and using it just to really accelerate into the shot. She's loosened up her arm. It's something we spoke early on in that first set, that Sramkova is like a very loose player, that you feel like the tension's mounting in her own body. But Paolini, the opposite.
Crushing forehand after forehand at the moment. She created the chance to advance up the court, she just couldn't find the finish. And that's the pressure, isn't it?
It's the pressure, it's also the energy levels as well for Sramkova. You feel like she gave so much yesterday fighting back against Bolter, and everything she's given this week, just the stress is eventually building up.
First game on the board for Italy, set 2.
Paolini really using that positivity now and stamping this authority, using the fact that she is one of the best in the world to really stamp her mark, and she wants to keep that belief low now for Sramkova. No difference in body language from Tatiana Garbin, captain on the side. Inspired. charge on. Ball strike once again from Paolini. Sramkova looking to use that heavy topspin around the court. Paolini now all over the ball. Right thing coming up the court, just make contact too low. See around waist height rather than shoulder. The frustration. Can't hold on to that racket anymore. Wonderful touch. Has worked so well for her today when she has been able to put that drop shot in, Sramkova. She has got the break, and the run of games continue now. 6 in a row for Jasmine Paolini.
Well, just listen to that. Easier said than done about keeping a cool head if possible.
Well, definitely, because the excitement comes in. I know it's only early in the second set, but it's the fact that she's got that run of games now, 6 in a row, that everything feels like it's going away. You need to just keep it at that level.
She's been able to extract so many forced and unforced errors, a total of 32, 16 out of of each, forced and unforced, for Sramkova tonight.
Yeah, that's double the number for the Italian.
To find a way back quickly and urgently, and you can sense that she senses that right now. Look at that body language on the Slovakian team bench.
That's not what we've been seeing through the course of this week.
Fingernails being nibbled there by Anna Karolina Schmiedlova. We're almost at that point. But here comes a chance.
Yeah, you can only say that that's just a slight focus lapse from Paolini. She's taking her time between points here for Sramkova. She's done well just to get back to working the point well, keeping the ball in play, but to a length.
Let's remember as well, this is exactly where they found themselves against Great Britain yesterday. They'd lost the first 3 sets of the tie. Oh, yes. She picked it. She anticipated that superbly. Real injection of energy now in the Slovakian team, and maybe in this set as well for Sramkova. Well, the Slovakian fans needed something to get their teeth into, and they have it now finally. First break of the match. Can she back it up with a hold of serve? I think you made a really good point, Mel, about the fatigue of yesterday. Not just physical, but mental.
Yeah, definitely an advantage for Italy having the day off to recover.
Cannot wait to get involved. Or maybe she won't need to.
Really interesting what Ponzetti said after her win today, that she knew last night that she would be playing today, and she actually didn't sleep very well at all because of it, the adrenaline rushing around the body. That's another element that the captains have to decide as to when they tell players that they're going to be able to play in the next tie. Really is something special from Paolini on the run, sliding in and just snapping those hands.
She's got the bit between her teeth here. And an instant impact on the scoreboard. Break restored, momentum restored.
And I love how in this point she really prepares the racket head back on the forehand side so early, just waiting to be able to swing through. The ball whips around.
That glance from Sramkova towards Mate Liptak after that backhand open stance winner, as if to say, what on earth am I supposed to do with that?
Not a lot you can do.
Sramkova looks a little dejected at the far end of the court.
It's just the rally threshold much higher of Paolini at this intensity and quality right now.
Feels like it's on the Paolini racket in every sense right now.
She'll be feeling that as well. She'll feel like she's got everything to lose from this position here now.
Well, this is where the doubts can swoop and swirl around her mind as you get closer to the prize. You dream about these moments, of course, and you visualise them, but it's a very different thing to find yourself in the middle of it.
Well, definitely, and the fact it was down to her losing her second singles that they went out in the final last year, came runners-up. She wants to be the one to take them to glory.
These unforced errors are just hurting Sramkova so much. 21 in the contest now.
And for Paolini, she's able to give herself big targets on her shots because she's winning these points through pace of play and not having to go so close to the lines on shots where she doesn't feel comfortable.
Only 2 more games required. And at the moment, Jasmine Paolini and Italy, an unstoppable force.
Thank you.
So early, running onto the ball.
points that have sprung from that forehand and not in the winners column today. And in a way, Katie Bolter and the effort she gave yesterday is partially responsible for that.
Definitely, it's so energy consuming and, like you say, mentality and everything, and then you're just slightly off, slightly late, and Paolini's picking on that forehand side with pace now.
Well, the one and only time that Slovakia have won the Billie Jean King Cup was back in 2002 in Gran Canaria. They've been unbeaten in Spain up to this point. That might be about to end.
Let first serve.
Anything she can do at the moment to apply the brakes, urgently required.
Yeah, it just seems like she's starting to lose a bit of belief, Sramkova, and not quite sure how to go about it. That first serve landing its mark.
She's had no answer to that forehand today, which has dazzled.
Well, it has. It's pushed and pulled her all around the court. Side to side hitting, just wearing the legs down of Sramkova, getting her out of reach. That's the difference in the forehand speed. Paolini up in this second set to 130 kilometers an hour. It's 122 in the first set, so she's risen it even higher.
I think that says it all for Rebecca Sramkova today. The mind is so willing, but maybe the body is a little uncooperative. I think she's cramping a little bit as the Italian fans find their voices.
Can't celebrate too early. Still a game to go.
You never say never in this sport. Shake of the head from Sramkova. Not able to summon the magic today.
No, and at times she's flexed the right hand, did so before that point, and there's just no work into that forehand. Top spin that we've spoken about. Hands one there.
15 igualas.
Played a lot of outstanding tennis this week. Always going to be a legacy of that. Maybe we're seeing the effects of it today. Let's not forget that they've had a heavier workload, Slovakia.
30-15. Pacioretto biting her lip now.
40-15.
Oh, hold on a second.
That was something special.
40-30.
That is the kind of short-angled forehand that's tormented her opponents this week. Will wrap their arms around the Billie Jean King Cup once again. It is a 5th title for the women in blue and their first since 2013, and it's delivered today